Is she here?
No.
That's
She
a
must
woman?
be. Yes, yes. Her name is Ray. It's like Raven, but it's Raeven. But you
And it's
just
all that,
pronounce
that
it Raven.
long Raven?
Yes. Yeah, but you just
What about
say
the
it
rest
Raven.
of there's like, Raven, Kelly,
Oh, her last
what's
name
the-
is
what's-
Kelly.
there's another one, Dindle.
Hi, this is Raven Kelly Dinwoody. I'm sorry I'm late. I tried to do the WebEx app online, so it wasn't working, so I just decided to call in. So apologies for my tardiness, everyone. Pleasure to meet you all.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Raven, this is Sandy, and none of us so far could get on to the other thing. But we're going to try to do a Zoom thing next month. But we're all on the
Okay.
phone.
Wonderful.
All right. Leslie, are you ready?
Yep.
All right. I want to call this meeting to order. Ray, is Ethan here?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, good. So we got everybody. All right, call to order. Treasurer's report. Ethan?
As of this date, the balance of the Waterfront Commission's account is $1,025. Original budget amount was $1,850. Postage has been $75. Meetings $750 for a balance of $1,025.
Okay. Can I get any discussion at all?
Spend it. I mean, motion to accept.
Yeah. All right. Can I get a second?
I'll second that. I'll second it, Jane.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Okay. Opposed? So moved. Okay. Previous minutes. Anything on the previous minutes?
They look good.
Motion to accept previous minutes?
Second.
Okay. Second. All in favor?
Aye.
All
Aye.
right. So moved. Okay, old business. How's the, Jesus, I'm trying to find my agenda now. I got them all mixed up.
Dock area.
Old
amendment.
business.
Yeah.
I know it. If I can't sit and look at somebody, it's tough. Dock
Yeah.
area maintenance. How's the
It's going.
maintenance, repairs, and invoices?
I don't know if we got an invoice yet, unless Bobby knows about it, from McGugan, who I think he completed his repairs and a little bit of pilings from that storm we had. But I mean, other than that, he's still keeping the ice machine running. I know he did a repair today, and he's got another one next week to do, some barons or something, right, Bob?
Yes, but there was just one bill to be paid on his brother was a while back was I got the figure here from Ann. $7,640.40 to Carl.
$7,640 and what?
40
Can you
cents.
repeat that, please? 40 cents, okay. Now, that's to
No,
who?
we paid that out of the working account?
Yes, that's for the ice machine repair. That was Eric's brother, the electrician that came down and straightened out all that mess so we could have it delivered to
Crossover.
the- And
Yeah,
that was one bill that wasn't paid, but the only other one that Ann didn't get the check yet, but it was for the concrete for the inside of the building when they fixed the drainage. But I don't think she.
Oh, yeah.
But Ann hasn't got it yet, but because we didn't meet, so that's probably why she hasn't got it yet. Right?
Now, is that the thing we did last month? That's not the thing we did last month. It is?
Yeah.
The thing we
Well,
okayed
part of
to-
it.
That was part of it, okay.
Well, that was the contract. I guess I don't know what we didn't. The cement came separate, Bob.
No. The one thing that we owed, I think she cut the check, but Ann didn't get it yet. For the JBH, the $20,000 for the ditch.
Oh, I don't.
But
I think
she got the check. She asked me to ask about it. I said, well, and I
Yeah,
already
but I thought we okayed it last month, right, Leslie?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been okay. I guess.
Yeah, we did
No.
20,000.
Yeah, it was 20. What was it? It was 20.
20,037, something like that.
Yeah, it was
375, yes.
20,375. So I
Yes,
don't know.
but-
She just didn't get the check from you, Leslie.
Yes, because I don't know the amount. Like, she didn't write the amount that she paid. I didn't know if I was paying the full amount, and I meant to ask, I
Yeah.
was gonna ask at the meeting, so, all right.
Yeah, that
I'll
was
bring
the
it to you
balance.
tomorrow.
Yeah. So that's yeah.
Now,
That's
Bobby,
why
was that to fix the drainage?
Yes, that
The
was gonna fix
Gambardella.
the drainage
Yeah,
for the whole
Gambardella.
floor. Yes.
Yep. And it's
Oh.
since they changed the grates, I think it's working great.
Yeah, just a little bit. We got a little problem with the cement around the edges, but it should hold up, I hope.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
you
good
can
then.
see where they put the fine cement to try to fair it up to the old metal, it's cracking around there a little bit. But
It's
I don't
already
think
cracking
gonna,
already.
Yeah, but I don't think it's structurally gonna do anything, but you gotta keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
It might be another little edge on it or something, keep an eye on it. Otherwise, it worked out great. I mean,
Yeah.
it's all draining right, it's not dirty.
Yeah.
Well, that's
State will
good.
come in and inspect it, everything will be fine. You know, it's all running the way it should, so.
If
Knock
it
on
fails,
wood.
are they on the hook for it?
Say again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they'll take care of it. Yeah. They were very good about it. Just say, you have to see it. Yeah, nobody's really used to a place that takes that much wear and tear.
Yeah.
You know, it's
And
a
them
lot of
fork
heavy
trucks ain't
stuff
light.
over there. Yeah, and it's quite a busy area.
Yeah.
Go back and forth with the forklifts, the heavy stuff they got today.
Heavy duty. Then you stick all
Okay.
the big barrels of bait or all the fish on the pallets. It's just
Right,
a lot of
right.
pressure.
But it's 100% better than it was, and it's cleaned up, and it looks a lot better.
It should smell
Okay.
better because they can't retain any of the fish scurry like it was doing before with the porous, the cement. There was a cement drain.
It's draining correctly. It's running the right way now. The other way was getting all rusted out. It wasn't running right, so.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's 100% better than what it was.
Oh, yeah.
So we're good with that.
On that, somebody's going to fall in that ditch, or the wood's going to get
Oh, yeah.
nasty, and it's going to get, they'll shut you down, so.
Yeah. HACCP came down, they'd have busted our ass.
Yep, so.
Yeah. All right, so this $7,640.40.
Yeah.
That's the ice machine.
That's the
Yeah,
ice
when we
machine.
did the
Is that something we need to pay, move it to the account to pay it? Or is that something you already
Yeah.
paid?
Yes.
We paid it. We just need to reimburse.
We already paid it.
All right, so now you just need to get it from the working account or into the working account?
Yes.
Yeah, from Warpage.
From Waterfront into the working account.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Do we need a motion on that?
I'd like to make a motion that we pay the bill of $7,640.40 to Carl Hansen.
All right,
Well,
I'll second that.
Oh,
I'll
sorry.
second that.
Well,
Okay.
the only thing I gotta say is it's a reimbursement. He's already been paid. It's
Yes.
for the reimbursement to the working account.
Yes.
Okay.
So it won't be paid to Carl. It will be paid to Sneffler.
You guys, because you already paid it.
Right. Yeah,
Okay.
all right.
Yeah.
Let
Now,
me explain this to...
Bobby,
Go
did
ahead,
you
Leslie.
say that Mike does have an invoice? I mean, Ann has an invoice?
Ann has the invoice, yes.
Okay, so I'll go up to the dock tomorrow.
Yeah. It might be
Yeah.
a few cents. I might be off on my right and looking at 40 cents, but I think that's what it says.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, plus we didn't
So
have
Bobby
a
made
meeting.
Go ahead, Mike.
No, I was just say we haven't had a meeting in November and December, so that's why Leslie and Ann haven't corresponded back and forth with the receipts.
Okay.
But
All
otherwise,
right, we have a motion to reimburse the fishermen from the Waterfront account into the working account.
Yep, and a second.
Okay, who seconded it?
Evan,
Raven,
Raven.
Okay, good for you, Raven. All right, any more discussion? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
aye.
Okay, opposed? So moved. Raven, when you get home, what I'll do is we'll get online or we'll call each other and I'll explain the wharfage account and the working account to you, so you see how that works. That's how we
Awesome.
take care. We take care of the fishermen, and they do the business of that sort through the Waterfront Commission, but they handle it all through their association. Okay.
Beautiful.
Anything else about maintenance or repairs or invoices or housekeeping down there, Mike?
Well, it's like no quick answer to that question. We're trying to, I know Bobby submitted an overview of the dock of where we'd like to do what and what repairs, and, coming up down the road, and he worked with the first select person. And the other thing is we're still trying to go forward with this second or third ice machine, a new one, but we got to get quotes, installation fees, where it would go, so you're not just running off a piece of scratch paper. They got actual bids and quotes that you can take to some place to get. If we can't get grants now, we can maybe get partial grants and do the rest with a loan and some of our money, but it's just not like no quick, oh yeah, it's 10 minutes later, unless Bobby, you got anything more. I know you spoke to that other company in Norwich there about it, and it was a possibility. It used to be Farm Credit, I think, unless it still is, that we had did something with them folks years ago when we installed the first 2 original ice machines and paid those loans off successfully. I mean, we could do it. It's just to get all your paperwork in a row and what company, who's going to do it, so you can present it to somebody as a package as to what it's going to cost.
Now, can you do that like at your next meeting or so with Sneffler, or is that something you got to
It's going to take
sit
more
down
than
and
that.
do?
We're trying to get a couple of guys to get together, to go down and look at a couple ice machines that might work for us, and then talk to a vendor who installs them. That's different from a person who would supply the ice machine. Our old ones are Semco, and they still actually are in business. So say you'd buy the machine from Semco, and John's installation company would put it in, and then you'd go from there. And you probably have to hire a private electrician to hook it up to the electric, and same thing with the water from the main line there. And of course, location, we looked at a couple of them. The closest thing, I think the most sensible one, I think we talked about, is on the east side of Teddy, which would be closer to the town of the building there where the cooler is, because it's closer to the water and the electricity hookup versus having to run it, let's say, to the west side of the building where Game Modelo's is. That would be all that more costs for running the wire and the water to it. So it's just not a quick answer. You got to.
Well, that's something to work on.
Yeah, we're going to have to work. And of course, I know that through our accountant and that, and I think Bobby knows it too, we obviously can turn the numbers to support a loan. And once that's the other missing link or whatever, not solved link, is when it's all together, they're going to want some kind of financial records from us to present that we can actually pay a loan or what our history was. That's something our accountant can supply for sure.
Yeah, you had. Now, the only question I have on that is, years back, we went to the town, and the town kind of gave us loans.
Yeah, we did
because
that with
we had the
electric,
money. Yeah, because we had money in the big account.
Yeah,
and,
what do you call it? The escrow. We used some for the whatever we just did there. I can't think,
tank.
but fuel tank. Yeah, I was thinking the electric. We did something like that because we paid $25,000 a year to the town, and we took and paid. We would still pay the $25,000, but they put $12,500 of it in the escrow account, and the other 12.5 they would use on the loan that they gave us in accordance with whatever we borrowed from them to pay the loan down. And we still kept putting money in the escrow account too at the same time until that was, the 100,000.
So we must have,
was paid off.
we must have quite a bit of money in the escrow account then, right?
Well, no, we just used 70. Well, they were supposed to take the money for the fuel tank. I think it
For
was
the fuel tank from
80, yeah, it was 83,000, I think, wasn't it, Lizzie?
that? No, I got it here. Wait a
Yes.
minute. 90, what was the $93,953.50 one?
That might have been it. I was thinking 83, but
Yeah.
okay.
Because I went up to
They were-
see Jim Sullivan about that, because remember how they hadn't given you a bill?
Yeah, they never gave us a bill, and then they wanted to get paid. Well, it's like all they had to do was take the money from whatever account. I don't know where people have changed jobs up there and came in. I don't think there's been any big purchases or payments from that account. Since they've been in the new positions, like Jim Sullivan's one of them, and whoever's the other lady
Yeah,
there
but
used to work there.
and now there's all new people in that office. The only one there
Yeah, and that's
is Jill, and she
Yeah.
does payroll. The others
Yeah,
are
so
all
no-
gone.
but it's all been.
But I went
think
to
squared
see
away.
Jim, and he said he was going to look into it for us. Jim
Yeah.
Sullivan.
Yeah, I
Yep.
know.
To find out. Did he talk to you, Leslie?
No, I gave him Mike's phone number, and Mike, you just said it's been paid, right?
As far as I know, we authorized them to take it. It isn't like we have a checkbook or something or wave our hand. We just got to tell them, yeah, it's okay, you guys. They hold the account and do all that. I think once Ian deposits the monthly or quarterly check to them, into the escrow account. So for them to take the money out, they just have to shuffle it out of whatever account they have it in town with to pay
Right.
themselves. I mean, that was never.
When did you last speak to Jim?
He hasn't called me. Unless
Oh,
you
I don't know.
responded to him after
I
our meeting in
spoke-
October.
Yeah,
No.
I spoke to him, Leslie. I spoke to him maybe 3 weeks ago,
Yeah.
and told him about that they have money in the account to pay it, and he was going to look into all of that. But I go up on
Well, that's-
Friday. I'll have to go there. I'll go there Friday again, and I'll say, hey, take it out of the escrow account. Right? That's what you
Right,
want me to
that's-
say?
Right. That's his, I hate to use the word negligence, but inexperience with dealing with that account and whoever holds that paperwork up there. It's nothing. We just have to say, yes, we'd like it to come out of it. But like you said, people have
Yeah,
changed
they got
jobs.
the money.
It's
Yeah,
right.
they
They
have
could
the
have took it
money.
any time.
Leslie,
You
you
know,
worked
so I
up
don't-
there for a long time. Do you know anything about that at all? I mean, you've been out of
About-
there for now a year or two.
About what?
About this, about how they do the escrow
The
account that the fishermen have up there.
I do not.
Process. No, okay.
Did payroll.
I'll find out. Yeah, I know. I'll
And-
do that. I'll do this Friday, and I'll just tell him can we get a motion that I go up and see him and tell him to pay the bill out of the escrow
Yeah.
account? All right.
Go
Can
ahead,
somebody
Bobby,
make
make
that
it.
motion?
I'll make the motion that
Yeah.
Sandy goes up and gets them to pay the bill out of the escrow account. This is Gene.
Okay. Do I got a second?
Second it, Bob Guzzo.
Okay. Any discussion at all? All right.
If you
All in favor?
need me,
Oh, go ahead.
Aye. no, if
Aye.
you need me to, when you're meeting with them, if it's like, oh, we need to hear from blah, 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 well, just call me. Either I'll come up in person or call me on the phone.
All right.
So he
What
has
I'll
to
tell him.
physically hear it from me or what?
Okay.
Seems
What
to
I
me
will
that you
tell.
have some kind of.
Yeah. What I'll tell him. The money's there. I will tell him that the Waterfront Commission and the Sneffler wants him to pay that bill out of the what do you call that thing? The escrow account. And
Escrow.
he should know about the escrow account. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it's
in
just
charge
because he
there.
hasn't been there. And,
Yeah.
you know,
So
there is
I will
no,
tell him to do that, and if he has questions, I will, have him call you.
yeah,
And I will have
yeah.
him, and I will tell him to call you on the Monday, because I'll see him Friday, and I will tell him to
Yeah.
call you on Monday to let you know
Well,
if he has any
I don't
questions.
know that.
All right, all in favor of that? All in favor?
Aye.
I,
All
Hi.
right, anybody opposed? Good. All right, so we'll handle that. Let's go on to the next thing, historic town dock signage. I got, I went up, I talked to, what's her name? Jesus.
Sue
Leslie,
Cullen.
what's
I
the
knew
girl?
what you mean.
Sue Cullen.
Sue Cullen.
Talked to her, and she was gonna contact that guy again and tell him to get back to me. Well, I haven't heard from this guy, and the last thing that we talked about was that, hey, if I don't hear from him, I will go up again and see Sue on Friday, and otherwise I will call Heather Summers and see what. All right, I'll call Heather, and I'll also call who's the new guy that's the
Greg.
Greg Howard. I will
Greg
also call
Howard. Greg Howard, the new state rep.
Yes, so, but I'll call Heather first because she's got a little more power right now up there. So I will call her because she's interested in the fishermen, and but I will go up to the town hall and see Sue and see if that guy's gotten back to her. But I know he didn't get back to me, and I know they said to go to the police commission, but the police commission told you, Mike, you had to go to the state,
Yeah.
right?
Right. It was
Right,
a big circle running around. So we already did that, and they couldn't even get anybody to answer the phone call
Right,
from you.
right.
And
Yeah,
so I said, well,
I've called him a minimum of 3 times, and then
and I
Sue was
told
going to call
them
him.
that.
Yeah, Sue was
I mean,
going to call
there was
him.
no there was no opposition, Sandy, to it. It's just, it was their protocol, but I don't think it was defined as,
Yeah.
oh yeah, this is what you exactly do, and whether the guy's busy or the corona
Right.
thing has affected, protocol. I don't know.
Yeah, that I don't know what
The squeaky wheel gets the grease, So
Yeah,
if you want to
that's
send
true.
if you want to send everybody on the committee the phone number and the person you're talking to and what you want us to say, we'll be glad to do it.
It's
Okay.
the problem.
I
We're
will-
not talking to him, Gene.
Yeah, yeah. The only thing is you could talk to him, but you'd be talking to a machine. That's what's happened
all
every
right.
time I call.
At least if you bug them enough, they won't want to get bugged anymore. Then maybe they'll do something.
Yep.
The sad
Okay.
thing about it was the night of that meeting, that police commissioner meeting, they said, oh yeah, he was just in town 2 days ago.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like,
right.
great.
He was at the town hall.
Yep.
Right. Well, I will talk to Sue Cullen again to see what happened there. Let her know that, hey, would she try one more time? And if he doesn't call within a couple of days, I will call Heather Summers, and I'll also I'll get his number from Sue Cullen again, and I'll have it sent to all. Leslie, can you send it to everybody?
Yes, I will.
Okay, and I'll get his number and we can all send it, and just
Yeah.
when you get a chance, just give him a call and leave that message that, hey, you better get back to us.
Yeah.
'Cause,
I think you're right,
it's signage,
Sandy.
and it's good signage. It's a nice thing, It's
You
not
want
like
to
you're
explain it? You
we're
want to
trying
explain it
do
for
anything.
Raven what we're talking about?
Yeah, yeah. Raven, what we're trying to do is put up some historical signs. But
Okay.
a lot of them, yeah, Mike, they're going to be about the fishing fleet, right?
Yeah, the port and the fishing fleet, and maybe we'll end up putting a board down there talking about the heritage to do with the dock and what went on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And how,
And also-
we-
Awesome.
Yeah.
Talking about the
And
history
it's
of the
also-
port.
yeah, we got the
And-
Palmer House and the Lighthouse, but when you when you're thinking about it, they got the seaport over there, but they got the Fields of Fire up in Mystic as that being an attraction or a point. I mean,
Yeah.
God, the dock's a little bit more important than paintball.
You got the antique trails.
Yeah, that too. That's
right. That's
the line trail. They did that
down
one
the
too.
bottom. The
Yeah.
line trail, and so All right, well,
Exactly.
maybe
So
we could
why
put a
leave
little
out the
line
port?
sign on it about it. Yes, definitely. All right, I will do that on Friday. Then I'll get that information to Leslie and see what this
Yep.
guy, if he doesn't call back, I will definitely call. I will call Heather Summers, and I'll also call Greg Howard.
Greg Howard.
And
That's probably
yeah,
going to get you the most pull, I think. You know, if you get political pressure involved, not that it's a big life or death thing, but when you got somebody pushing that issue, I think you'll get more movement than just. I mean,
right.
we can call,
Especially it's
obviously,
for
but
something good. It's for something
Greg
good.
Howard,
Like the fishing fleet.
Sure.
Yeah.
Greg would have
Yeah.
the time to deal with it because he's new, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But Heather's been around, so and I think
Yeah.
she's
had a committee
very
and
much.
stuff now, too.
Yeah, I would definitely reach out to Greg first because he's, you know, he's more localized than she is, you know.
Yeah, I agree.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Bobby's got her
I'll
number,
go to,
though.
I'll go to both of them. I'll go to both of them, and but we'll give this guy one more chance. I'll go see Sue Cullen and see what she can do again. I went to see her the once, and she said she did call him, and he's supposed to get back to me.
Yeah.
But little I have not heard. So
We're running the long
we
list,
could
not
have
the
at least-
short one.
yeah, right. And he could have at least left me a message on my phone, you know. So, okay, moving on. Donahue Park. Anybody been by Donahue Park at all?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, I
It's
drove by
still
it.
there. It's still there,
Everything
right?
looks good. It's winter.
Yeah, it's
It
winter,
was snow
so
when I saw it. Yeah.
yeah. So there won't be a lot of people, you know, trotting around there or hanging out because it's cold.
Yeah.
And you know, and they gave up on making the Riverwalk for now anyway. They got some opposition from locals that thought somebody was trying to pull a fast one on them. But I think we're going to bring it up again at some other time. So as long as the place is clean and they're not wrecking it for now, we'll do that. Okay, how about new business? Yeah. How about some new business? We got any new business?
We do not.
No new business? Hey, all right. We'll be a fast meeting
That's
tonight then, huh?
I got a quick question.
No
I
new
got a quick
business in the
question.
new year.
Yes, Happy New Year to
what?
everybody. too.
Yes,
Happy
Gene?
New Year. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Jean has a question.
Yes, I do.
Okay, Gene?
I know we're responsible for Donahue Park and we're responsible for the town dock. But as far as access to the water for kayaks and various things, there are a number of different areas, but a lot of those are
Yep.
controlled by the state, right?
We're actually in control of any town property. Like there's a boat launch over right at the end of the street before you go into the south end of the seaport, and
Right.
we were always in charge of that one. And people, when they want to use these accesses, someday we'll bring it back up again. We have a lot of what do you call them things?
Right
Free-
away, right?
Right-of-ways. There's a lot, and we did a study on them a few years ago. We still had, because they were giving them up when Jim Spellman was in. He was, you know, people were taking them, and especially on the Pawcatuck River. And we still have one
That's
that
a
we
shock.
never got settled down at the end of Riverside, where those people have
Yep.
put a gate up and everything. And that's our town properties right away to the water. They put it in
Well,
their
when are-
deeds, but they had no right to do that.
So when are we going to
Yeah.
do something about this?
Well, you know what? That can be the next thing on our list, because we were gonna, and I can't remember what selectman it is that didn't wanna because it was gonna cost, you know, the attorney or something. But they have no right. I know that was a big one because that's a big access down there.
Yeah.
And they even have a little beach down there for themselves. But there was a lot of
Go
other
figure.
ones, and also, yeah, and there's other
The
things.
boathouse. What
Yep,
about the
the
boathouse?
boathouse.
Never heard nothing back from them.
Well,
They were all gung-ho
Cor-
looking for our support.
yeah, but they're not. Guess what? That thing right now is kind of. They're still looking. They're looking for money, and they're stuck on the building they're going to build, and they're also stuck because they have a house there that's this historic house that's basically
You're
falling
in trouble.
apart, and they're not gonna let them just tear it down. They might have to move the house. So they.
But
I
wasn't
don't
there
think they
some
have.
pollution there too?
Oh yeah, and I don't
There was
know
some
if
hazmat
the
issues?
pollution's. I don't know if that's
There
been
were
taken
soil
care of.
issues. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if they've
Yeah.
been taken care of, and but I know that they didn't get funds yet. I know that, and I don't think anybody's donating money to them at this point in time. You know, and they're on the hook to build that building themselves to
Yep.
raise the money to build a building, and it was kind of a Taj Mahal they had. So,
Oh,
and also now what the people on that committee are talking about is that, hey, it's got to be a park. They bought it to be a park too.
open
And
access to it.
that's right. And there's got to be open access there.
Right.
And there's no parking. There's basically no parking, and so
Yeah.
they got a lot of things.
Issues.
This was kind of a tough thing. I don't want to call it a boondoggle while I'm being taped,
No.
but
No,
it was
What about
kind
the
of,
vote?
I got no problem. It wasn't our screw up, Sandy. It was theirs. They cut us out of the equation. They jumped into
Oh, yeah.
it without doing any assessment on the pollution end of it because of what it was used for prior. And, you know, I think it was Rob Simmons who just said, nope, you guys
Yeah.
can't be involved. We're going to have our own committee. And
Rob
then
Simmons.
they
Yeah,
came
that's
to us and
true.
said, oh, we want your support. Well, support what? What are we supporting? And they never came back
Yeah.
with any information to us, remember?
that's true. And they were told to come back and tell us what exactly they want our support for. And I don't think they even know at this point. I think they
Yeah.
wanted our support, I think, because they wanted to get their grant from the state, but I don't think they've gotten a grant yet. Do you know,
There was a
Leslie,
lot
if
of
they've
issues.
gotten a grant?
Don't believe so, no. They haven't met
Yeah.
in several months, but that, could be because of the COVID and the holidays.
Seems to me
Yeah.
we would have heard about it.
Yeah, I know I talked to Mike Crowley, and he said they've had some of these meetings go around, but it's mainly on how they're going to make it a park, where's the money going to come from, and nobody has any answers. You know, it was something that should have gone to referendum, but they should have had to do a lot of things before they put it
That
up
they
to
didn't do.
referendum. That they didn't do because they passed it at a town meeting. That's a lot of money to
Yep.
spend at a town meeting. You know, just and
Yeah,
they packed
it
them.
was-
Of course, they packed the meeting, and
Yeah, it was a
so
pet
that was a
project.
tough
You're
thing.
right.
So I was Danielle did tell me when I went to see her that she wants us to be involved in all the things that are waterfront, and
That's good.
she's hoping
It's
to
a
have
novel
us
idea.
work. Yes, I know it, huh? Just to go by what the charter says. The sad part is they use the word may, and Rob told me that may can also mean may not, as far as he was concerned, which is true. It had to be the word shall in that agreement. But maybe someday, because they're going to do something with the charter, maybe we can put the word shall in there the next time they do something. But
Yeah.
it's tough all around as far as this. It's kind of a mess, the whole thing. But she also wants us to be involved, that when it does become a park, that we be involved with the rec commission to setting up things so that people can use that park.
Yeah. Okay.
And I don't know what Mike thinks about that. He kind of
Well, why
runs
not?
that
I mean,
rec commission.
Why
But-
not, Sandy? I mean, you got town funds.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's public.
That's right.
And just because
I
the kids,
agree.
if they're not on the crew team, then what? You don't get no access to it. So hey, it should be for every resident of the
It's
town.
supposed to be. That's part of
Absolutely, it
the
should be.
agreement.
I
Yeah,
think
definitely.
also too, you know, once COVID's over, I think it's a perfect opportunity to involve, you know, the next generation with the fishermen, and like maybe possibly do something like a youth fisherman project, you know, and have the fishermen out there with the kids and encouraging them to get
Yeah.
involved. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Doing like a
Sure.
youth
You guys-
fisherman type of project. That would be great.
Yeah. And the
Yeah,
fishermen,
I wouldn't
hey,
mind that.
most of them are old. Most of them are old now, right, Mike?
Yeah, but you know, my grandson, I mean, he's 6. He goes with me on the boat all summer. That's what it
Yeah.
was. I mean,
I used to as a young girl. I would go with my grandfather all the time fishing, you know, and it's a wonderful way to connect. And especially after COVID, I think that would be a wonderful opportunity. We could even have like a little arts and crafts table, kids drawing pictures
Sure.
of the port, you know, that kind of thing. I think it would be a great
That
opportunity
and
to connect with the kids.
they have those. I've seen them like down in Florida at SeaWorld. They have those splash tanks or whatever you call them, where you can put some
Yep.
starfish, some spider crabs, that the kids can see these
Absolutely.
kind of things. Nothing but good PR.
That would be a nice
I
thing
went
to
to a
have.
thing in New Jersey. This down in New Jersey at Barnegat Light. They have it was a support your fisherman kind of day thing they had down there, and I happened to be there that year. They did it, and you know, that's what they had. They had these like little splash tanks, and you know, the scallop guys or the fish guys or whoever they were, they brought stuff in so everybody could feel, touch, especially the kids, to be interactive with it. It was a good thing as far as PR and all that.
Sure, sure. And you know the what do you call
Public
that?
support.
The down at the old Binless's down there with whatever that organization is.
Yeah,
You know, I mean, yeah.
Ness.
And
Yeah.
that would be nice to, you know, because they have all
Incorporate
that
it with
stuff
them,
to
too.
do. Yeah, and that would be good because, hey,
But that costs
They're
money,
involved.
Tony or Sandy. You got to pay to join that or something, right?
oh yeah, no,
Right, you
no,
don't
we would
want
have
money for
to,
whatever you do.
Well, we're talking
Yeah,
about
right.
doing something free. You know, giving my time, or Bobby, or one of the other guys getting involved with the public on a certain day of the week, or some little program where so many kids can come down at a time to interact with what's going on down there with the ocean and that, and the fishermen. Versus like,
that
oh
would
yeah,
be nice.
I can pay $10,000 to send my kid to the sailing
know.
school. You know,
Yeah, that's true. And that, you know what, that's something that can be worked on. I know the guy that
you get a lot more
kind of
bite
runs
for
all
your
those
buck out of
shows.
that than you will.
Sure, sure. And I'm sure they could, hey, let them be the project and run it and just have to deal with how the fishermen do it. And they can say, hey, can you do this? Can you do that? And we can let them know. So, okay. All right.
Sounds like free
Um,
help.
say what?
Free help.
Yes, definitely. Free help.
We could use
Slave labor.
young
They should be.
down there.
Yeah,
I
they should,
still have a
they should
picture
be
of-
happy with that, huh?
We
All
could
right.
use-
I have a picture. I got a picture of Mike's grandson walking off the boat and swearing like a trooper. That's all I can think of.
Yeah.
There you go. That would be good. Yeah.
Hey, his latest thing is he says Liam says, I have pain in the ass. I have pain in the ass.
There you go.
I rest
You're
my
teaching
case.
them well, Mike.
I rest my
Yeah,
case.
you know, move
All
up
right.
the alphabet.
Yeah. All right. Any, Leslie, we didn't have any correspondence or anything, right?
Nope, nothing.
All right. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
Amen.
All right.
make the
Can I get a second? All right. Get a second?
Seconded.
There
Okay.
you
Okay. All in favor?
go. All right.
Aye.
All right. Opposed? All right, everybody. We'll see you next month. And Raven, when you get home, give me a call and maybe I'll take you down to the dock and show you around.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I would love to. Have a
Okay.
good one,
Let
everybody,
me
and
know.
happy
All right.
New Year. Everybody stay
Yeah,
healthy
everything
and
you do.
safe.